Attack on Titan has made its way back onto the airways, and with its most recent episode being on IMDb's list of the highest rated television episodes of all time, along with its consecutive compatriots Season 3 episodes 16 and 17, the season is starting off very strong to say the least. The return to Paradise Island and Shiganshina brings up both nostalgia and new feelings in fans. Yet another battle between Eren and Reiner, the star-crossed lovers, enemies. The shift of sides, not knowing who's the enemy here and what our goals are, the show truly leaves us in awe with every new episode. It seems that, for the most part, concerns regarding animation and CG that flooded the internet at the beginning of Season 4 a bit over a year ago have dissipated. And once that dust settles, fans have thankfully realized that when all is said and done, Attack on Titan is Attack on Titan. But amidst the news articles released every week about the groundbreaking series, it's almost impossible to ignore a prevalent question and topic of discussion. Will Attack on Titan Season 4 have a different ending from the manga? If you haven't seen anyone talking about this topic, let me give you a quick, spoiler-free, of course, breakdown of the whole situation. And if you do comment on this video, do try and preface or simply avoid manga spoilers, thank you. The final chapter of Attack on Titan was released in April of last year, and it was very, very divisive. So divisive that thousands of Attack on Titan fans erupted across Twitter and the rest of the internet, and even went so far as to sign a petition on change.org for Isayama to write a satisfying alternative ending to AOT. A bit absurd, isn't it? Likewise, in the aforementioned concerns about the CG in the show, last year we saw people sending mass hate to MAPPA, the company animating the last season. But I digress. With most of that in the past now, what is concerning is the future of the series, more specifically the future of the anime. Making anime original endings is something anime fans are no stranger to, as there's a rather prolific and actually notorious track record of them. 2003's Fullmetal Alchemist is arguably the most famous example. After its first couple episodes, the series diverged heavily from the source material because the manga was not finished yet at the time, and they ended up creating their own ending. And though this original anime series wasn't nearly as successful as its incredible older brother, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, the one anime that shadows over it and all anime for that matter, as what is generally referred to as one of the best of all time, the original Fullmetal Alchemist on its own wasn't that bad. In my opinion, of course. Likewise, K-On! Is probably the best example of a series that not just diverged from the manga, but essentially expanded on it and improved on it in a number of ways. But the list of those that ended poorly is far more extensive than the ones that ended well. Claymore ditched the manga ending and finished its anime adaptation with a rushed final battle. Soul Eater went as far as completely changing character arcs and shifting their sides and development, famed as one of the most disappointing endings to an anime adaptation ever. And the very recent Promised Neverland Season 2 ending wasn't just a bad adaptation, but a horrible season all around that completely tarnished the reputation of a show that had an incredibly promising and beloved first season. There are many reasons a show goes anime original. The manga isn't finished, people generally don't like the manga ending, or just a decision by the animation studio, just a unilateral choice independent of the mangaka's opinion. But the second one here is what we're focusing on with Attack on Titan. Now, the big question, do I think they should change the ending, or that they even will? No, I don't. MAPPA by all means could. A surprise anime original ending, if done right, would surprise anime original viewers and manga readers alike, boost the season's attention and popularity, and potentially satisfy the many dissatisfied former manga readers. But the key word here is, of course, if done right. If it isn't, then Attack on Titan will forever be known not just for one disappointing ending, but two. Also, along with the flack MAPPA received last season for its adaptation, I wouldn't be surprised if fans worldwide expressed their outrage against them once again for changing the ending, even if they didn't like the original ending that much. Just the concept of changing the ending and it still being terrible or potentially even worse is worse than sticking to the original material. With Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, and Attack on Titan on MAPPA's plate, among other huge names, MAPPA doesn't have the resources to deal with even more fan critiques, in all honesty, let alone allocating time and effort to thinking up a completely different ending to the biggest anime in the world. There's just too many reasons not to do it, and it really just wouldn't make sense. And most important of all, in my opinion, is that they respect the wishes of Isayama, the author. Isayama does know about fan disappointment in the ending. Last year in Isayama's interview with Kodansha, the series publisher, he discussed the ending in depth. He realized that the climax was a very difficult theme for him to draw, so he regretted not being able to express it properly in the manga. He thought he would please everyone with the final chapter, so he's sorry to those that he disappointed, yet thanks them for the support. It's common among TV shows, anime, media in general to have a rushed ending, try to wrap up all the pieces together, and it kind of falling apart at the end, and Attack on Titan unfortunately isn't an exception here. And considering the effort MAPPA has already made into adapting Isayama's work properly, everything they've done so far with Season 4 Part 1 and Season 4 Part 2, it's just very unlikely in my eyes that they would stray away from it with such a huge franchise. And I will acknowledge that perhaps there's bias here, because if you've been with my channel for a while or watched my video way back in April of last year, I posted a pretty long video talking about the final chapter, and personally, I liked it. There were parts I loved more than others. There were things that surprised me and things that didn't. It wasn't perfect, but in my opinion, I enjoyed it and felt reasonably satisfied with the series' tenure as a long-time reader of about 5 years. Attack on Titan was one of the very first mangas I actually started, and to be completely frank, I left the last chapter satisfied with where the journey left us. But again, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think about the possibility of an anime original ending? Do you want it? And if you do you think that it can succeed? Leave your thoughts. As always, this has been the Anime Culture Corner. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future in-depth show, manga, and character analyses.